You know their names: Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg. They're the icons of the tech world, credited with changing how we live, work, and connect. But what if I told you there's a story behind this story? In the shadow of these legendary figures are forgotten pioneers, innovators who played pivotal roles in the technology that defines our world today, but whose names never quite made the headlines. In the early days of personal computing, one man saw the future before almost anyone else. Gary Kildall created the first operating system for personal computers, CP/M. Without CP/M, the software that allowed computers to run multiple applications, personal computing might not have taken off as it did. But when IBM came knocking in 1980, Kildall famously missed the meeting. Instead, IBM turned to Microsoft, and the rest is history. Most people attribute the invention of the internet to Tim Berners-Lee, the creator of the World Wide Web. But few know the name Paul Barron, the man who laid the groundwork for what would eventually become the internet. During the Cold War, Barron developed the concept of packet switching, breaking data into chunks to be sent across a distributed network. That was the foundation of ARPANET, the precursor to the internet. Without Barron's work, we might not have the resilient decentralized networks that allow global communication today. Yet, his name remains virtually unknown outside tech history circles. Go back even further to the 1800s and you'll find another unsung hero, Ada Lovelace. Working alongside Charles Babbage, the inventor of the analytical engine, Lovelace is often regarded as the first ever computer programmer. Lovelace saw something that even Babbage didn't, that machines could do more than just calculate numbers. She wrote the first algorithm intended to be processed by a machine, predicting that computers could one day create music, art, and more. While Babbage is remembered as the father of computers, Lovelace's visionary insights laid the groundwork for the creative and multifunctional computers we use today. Today, we live in a world dominated by social networks, but few know the work of Dr. Judith Donath, a pioneer in understanding the online communities and how we present ourselves digitally. In the 1990s, Donath's work at MIT's Media Lab laid the groundwork for how we interact online today. She explored digital identity, trust, and the concept of social signaling, long before Facebook or Instagram existed. Smartphones have become an extension of ourselves, but who invented the technology that allows us to swipe and tap our way through life? That honor belongs to E.A. Johnson, who developed the first capacitive touchscreen in the 1960s while working at the Royal Radar establishment in England. Without Johnson's pioneering work, there'd be no iPhones, no tablets, no ATMs with touchscreens. But how many of us know his name? The technology we rely on every day was built on the ideas of countless individuals, many of whom never got the recognition they deserved. Behind every household name in tech are stories of innovators who paved the way. Their ideas, their inventions, and their insights shape the world we live in. It's time we give them the credit they deserve. Because without them, the tech revolution would have never happened.